Good morning, Main Street family. Happy Wednesday. Has God never met your expectations? The answer to that, to all of us, is yes. God has not always met our expectations. When that is true, well, how has God called us to respond to that? How are we called to respond when God doesn't meet that expectation that we were going to get that promotion, or that we weren't going to get that house that we wanted to, or we're having medical issues? When God doesn't meet our expectations, how are we called to respond? In Jeremiah 29:11, it says this: "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." So when God doesn't meet our expectations, instead of complaining to God, instead of saying, "What the heck, God," and run away from God, we are called to respond in prayer, to reflecting, to remind us that God has his best plans for us. God knows better for us than we do. God wants the best for us. And so when he doesn't meet our expectations, it's not because he doesn't love us or because of any of those things. However, God is saying, will you trust me still? Will you trust me even though you feel that I may have disappointed you? You may have felt that, why don't I get this promotion? Why don't I get this job? How come these medical issues are happening? And there's so many stories in the Bible. If you look about Job, if you look about Peter and others, where God didn't meet their expectation. And yet God says the same to us. When he doesn't meet our expectations, will you trust me? Will you follow me? Will you go deeper with me? So I want to encourage you that today is, how are we called to respond when God doesn't meet our expectations? Hope you have a great day. Please, in the Response Flock channel, respond. Would love to hear your thoughts, and I'll talk to you later. Take care now.